Greg Trahan.
In the flesh.
That's right. How'd you get into flying? When did you want to become a pilot?
First inclination was way back in the 80s.
Oh, yeah?
Because I'm that old.
Did you start?
No, I did not. I grew up, my family didn't have any money.
Yeah.
At all. And I saw a commercial on television for a company called Cherry Air out of Eunice.
Didn't they have one in Lafayette, too?
I have no idea.
I've heard that name before.
Talking to Peyton about it last Thursday, he told me that was the guy's last name, Cherry.
Okay. He
told me his first name, too. I don't remember. But I saw that commercial. Saturday morning, I think. I don't know. But I was like, I wouldn't mind doing that. My parents couldn't afford that.
Yeah.
My parents couldn't afford the gas to bring me to Eunice on a regular basis, even if the flying was free.
Oh, jeez.
So there was no way that was possible.
Where'd you grow up in?
In Rain.
Oh, Rain. Okay.
In Rain. Born and raised. That was the first notion of flying. That one commercial. That one time.
Yeah.
Fast forward to probably 7-8 years ago, my wife had bought on the KLFY's bargain basement. She bought me a discovery flight through Noble Air.
Okay. Now I do remember Noble.
And so I went up with one of their instructors in a 172, and we flew around and did some laps in the pattern here. And I was like, okay, yeah, I could get into this.
Yeah.
And from there, I talked to people, found an instructor, and started taking lessons with that guy. And he took a job with an airline. And so it's like, well, I guess it's not going to happen.
What year was this again?
That was 2021.
Okay.
A couple of years ago, I was like, I started it. I got to finish it. And I came to Owens.
But you became a boat captain, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I've been a captain on boats for 30 years now.
On the riverboats.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's not like I wanted to be a pilot, but instead I became a boat captain.
No. I have no desire to fly for money. None. It's a hobby.
Boats are pretty similar to airplanes.
They have some similarities.
Yeah.
Winds, waters, currents. They have some similarities to them.
You have to go worry about the current going up. We were talking about that the other day, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally, if we have to worry about the third dimension, we have bigger issues.
Yeah, I guess so. That's that boat plane.
We keep it on 2 dimensions.
Yeah, okay.
So you need to get you a boat plane.
Yeah,
right?
get you a boat plane.
Get that seaplane. Now, I've seen seaplanes. I've seen like icons and lakes, but I've seen also where they have this catamaran type thing. It looks like 2 surfboards or 2 kayaks strapped
probably
together
what I saw
with a motor on the back and a hang glider.
That sounds like what I was
attached to a hang glider. I'm like,
yeah. So you got a lot of issues if you fly in a boat plane,
right? Yeah, we got that third dimension.
Yes,
third dimension is bad. It usually wets your socks.
Yeah. But you were also in the military too, right?
I was in the military. I was in the Louisiana National Guard for 6 years.
Okay. And then, how'd you get into driving boats?
I had bills to pay.
Okay. That's a good reason.
I was hungry. I was
What's the steps through that to get to the...
Get a job as a deckhand. Step 1. That's entry level.
Okay.
Start out as a deckhand, and you learn how to wire barges together. From there, you learn how to take care of a boat and keep it clean, keep it running, changing oil, checking oil. Maintenance on the boat.
So basically just work on the boat and then you'll work your way up.
Then you learn how to operate a boat.
Yeah. What about tests? Do you have, you got a license. And stuff.
You have to be Coast Guard licensed.
Okay.
I actually have 2 licenses on mine. I have a 200-ton master's, which allows me to carry people for hire. So I can run a ferry or a crew boat that carries people for hire from the dock out to an oil well or something like to that effect. And I have a master of uninspected towing vessel of unlimited tonnage. So I can run any size towboat.
Okay. So that's currently what you do.
That's currently what I do.
And we were talking about it the other day where you go from like Texas through the inner coastal canal up to
Decatur, Alabama.
Decatur, yeah. I was going to say Mobile. But
we go through Mobile.
Yeah. So that's kind of interesting because you got to deal with pretty much the same stuff except for like you said, the third dimension.
Right. And we have areas where it's controlled traffic, where they have Coast Guard agencies controlling where you go, when you go, just like entering into a Charlie or a Bravo.
Yeah.
You have to call them up and let them know where you're going and what you have in tow and all that good stuff. And they'll tell you need you to hold there or going across or whatever.
So that's usually in big areas like, say, Mobile or
Houston.
Houston, okay.
Houston has Houston Traffic Service. New Orleans has a traffic service. When the river's high, Baton Rouge has a traffic service. When it's high, Vicksburg has a traffic service at their bridge. Even though it's just the Mississippi River right there.
Yeah.
That bridge is kind of in a precarious spot.
Mm-hmm.
And when the river's running, it gets smacked quite a bit. You get on YouTube, just search for Vicksburg Bridge barge.
Yeah.
You'll
see a bunch of videos.
Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of videos of boats smacking that bridge.
There was one recently where a boat, it hit a bridge recently. I'm trying to remember where it was.
It happens.
It was all over the news, so that's why I know about it.
If it's on the news, it's bad.
Because I think one of the bridge had collapsed when they ran into it.
There was the one that the ship hit out in Maryland.
Okay. Maybe that was the one I'm thinking.
The Francis Scott Key Bridge.
Okay.
It fell
instantly.
The most recent one that I can think of that a towboat hit was in Back Bay, Biloxi, the Pops Ferry Bridge.
Okay.
And a boat went through the wrong span or got sideways and went through the hole that he wasn't supposed to go through.
Oh.
Hit the bridge and a section of the bridge fell.
So that one collapsed.
Yeah, a section of the bridge.
Section came.
Not the whole thing, just one section.
Okay.
The only car that was damaged or lost was the bridge tender's car.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a bascule bridge. It opens.
Yeah.
And they called the bridge. The bridge tender opened the bridge, and they went through the wrong hole.
Oh, man. I guess in Vicksburg, most of the time, that doesn't happen.
No, that bridge is tough.
If they hit the bridge, yeah.
That's a tough bridge.
So it doesn't, a section doesn't collapse. No. So you started in 2021 to get your license, and then instructor moved on. So then you came to us. How many hours did you have when you came to us?
13.
13. So
13 hours.
You hadn't soloed yet?
No, I did not.
Yeah. So
I didn't even have my written.
Oh, we had to get you soloed and get your written done.
Correct. I didn't have anything. I didn't even have my medical.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Golly. You got it. Okay, so
it was ratchet.
Yeah. We got all that stuff. And but you work a month on, or you kind of pretty much a month, right?
Right. 28 and 28.
So you had that where you couldn't fly every day.
Correct. That was a hurdle for training because you forget or you get rusty,
mm-hmm.
And especially in your earlier stages, you don't even know what you forgot.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't stay in your head.
Right. To fly for 4 weeks and then be gone from it for 4 weeks. There's only so much you can learn by watching YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Well, don't tell our viewers that.
I've learned it all. I've been on jobs where we stood by for so much that I've watched all of the YouTube.
You've watched all of our YouTube videos?
No, all of the YouTube.
Oh, the YouTube.
The YouTube.
Oh, every YouTube video out there.
Every one of them. I've spent that much time on YouTube.
Golly.
Every one of them.
Yeah, so you had that struggle of being gone for a month, and then you were back. You're off for a month usually?
Correct.
Yeah, so
that's an advantage.
Yeah, that's an advantage because you could fly as much as you want 5 days a week or whatever if you want to. But yeah, that early stage is tough. I mean, that's why I try to tell people minimum twice a week. The more you can come, the better, because then we don't have to retrain.
Right.
That's the big problem. We have to. You get rusty, and then you lose some of that knowledge. Now, since you've got some hours, it won't disappear as quickly.
Right. And I've noticed that with my flying, the last few hitches, I say a few, 6-8 months, they go by quick when it's 1 month at a time being taken off. Getting back in the plane is less of an alien environment. You can mentally go through a checklist and pull out the checklist and say, yeah, that's exactly what I was going through in my head.
Yeah.
Whereas earlier on in your training, you're like, okay, what was on that checklist? And then pull it out and look at it, and you've got quite a bit wrong. Mm-hmm. Whereas later, as more hours that you get, it becomes more natural.
Yeah. You had gotten an airplane in the middle of your training, right?
Not the middle, but yeah.
Oh, not in the middle.
But yeah, I did get an airplane.
What kind of airplane did you get?
I've got a Cessna 172 retractable, a Cutlass 2.
Oh, Cutlass 2.
2. There is a difference between
I didn't know there was a 1 and 2.
There is.
Oh.
The Cutlass has a fixed pitch prop. Cutlass 2 has a constant speed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I learned on the 172 RG when I had to do all my complex stuff. That's what we had, and it must have been a 2 because it was a constant speed prop and retractable gear. So didn't know there was 2.
I didn't know that either. And that's why there's a 40-pound weight difference.
Okay.
Usable load.
Yeah. So, but you didn't do your private in that plane.
No,
after
I did not.
You got the private. I mean, you got the plane, and then
I did do some of my solo requirements, like my lone cross country. I did in my plane. My nighttime stuff, John and I did in my plane. Some of my stuff.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I tried to use the school planes as much as possible.
Was there any kind of difference between when you got the plane and you started flying it? Did you see any kind of learning curve or anything like that? Like, this is a little bit faster airplane.
Yeah, there's some differences. It's a little faster, so you got to set up a little sooner. You got to make sure you put the wheels down.
Yeah, that's important.
Put the wheels
you could forget
down.
Everything else. Make sure you put
the wheels down.
Yes.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
That mirror on the side, that is not just for chapstick.
Yes.
Not just for making sure your beard looks nice. You got to put the wheels down.
Put the wheels down.
Number one, I dream about that. Put the wheels down. Put the wheels down.
That's right, because you don't want to hear that noise,
That scraping sound. I don't want to scratch the paint.
No.
Paint jobs are expensive.
Well, then you can't do anything about it. Once you hear the scraping noise, you're just kind of done. I'm
going to throw that switch down anyway.
Throw the switch down.
I swear, the wheels were down.
I put it down. It just didn't come down.
It just collapsed, How many hours did you have when you got the plane?
80-ish.
Okay.
90, somewhere in there.
So you were close.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I'd already soloed. I was looking toward my check ride. I soloed last August.
Yeah.
So
a year ago.
So it's been a while. But again, half of that year is gone for work. My timeline versus other people's timeline is not the same.
Yeah.
And it's the same goes with most people that are working full-time jobs. They can't get in here every day of the week, but it can be done.
Yeah. You're
Perseverance.
just going to end up with a little more time, a little more hours.
A little more knowledge, a little more experience.
Yeah, that's what it is. So do you plan on getting your instrument?
Yes.
Yeah. What kind of equipment do you have in the Cutlass 2?
In the Cutlass 2.
Cutlass 2.
Version 2.0.
Yeah.
I just upgraded that. I bought a plane and I upgraded it.
And upgraded it.
Why not?
Yeah.
I've got a Garmin GNC 355 GPS / radio. I've got a Garmin 220 GTR 225. It's just a radio. I've got an Aspen Pro Max 1000 with synthetic vision.
I guess you still kept some of the old instruments.
Yeah, it's still got some of the old stuff.
Yeah, but that replaced the attitude indicator and the heading indicator.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, you're now you just need to get an autopilot.
Yeah.
Does it? It
has autopilot.
It has. Okay. It's an old one.
It's an old one. It's a Cessna 300A Alpha. And
does it work?
Yeah, it works.
Okay.
It was working with the old DG. Had a heading bug on it.
Yeah.
And you could fly the plane by moving your heading bug. It would turn. But now with the Aspen, it doesn't communicate with the Aspen. I could get it to work with the Aspen, but I don't want to spend more money on something that I'm going to be replacing.
Yeah. I've seen the planes I've flown where you have an old equipment with new equipment, like especially the autopilot. It always seems to have trouble.
Right.
Holding altitude or...
Well, it's a single axis autopilot. It doesn't hold altitude.
Oh, it doesn't hold altitude. Okay, well.
that's what
you don't have to worry about that. Yeah.
That's what that poor man autopilot's for.
You don't have to worry about that then.
It'll still hold the wings level, and you could turn it on the autopilot itself.
Yeah.
My thoughts are I turn it off, make an adjustment, turn it back on. It'll lock it in.
Take a little nap.
Yeah.
And hold the wings level.
Watch an episode of The Office.
Yeah, there you go.
Pipe it in through the audio.
So you just did your check ride. It was Thursday. Yeah. Passed.
Ink's not
Flying
even dry.
colors.
Ink's not even dry.
Not even dry. And then you said you went and flew your plane that afternoon, right?
I did not.
Oh, you didn't?
Did not. There was weather coming.
Oh, okay. Oh. You left here saying you were going to go fly your plane.
Yeah,
but you flew it here.
Today, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How'd that feel?
Oh, it was good. It felt real good to okay, this whole time since 2021. Well, since the first Discovery flight with Noble. My wife bought me that Discovery flight just as a gift.
Yeah.
And the entire time she's just been supportive of me doing this. Everything. Buying a plane, upgrading avionics, paying every time for a flight, renting a school plane after buying a plane.
Yeah.
Never once did she question it.
That's good. That's good.
As I told her, it was non-negotiable that the first person that's going to fly with me is her.
Yeah. So do y'all have a trip planned somewhere?
We're going to fly down the Mississippi River today.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to show her some boats and barges.
It's only been 2 days, Ryan.
Well, they might have been talking about hey, let's go here once I get my license. You're going to Vegas, right?
Yeah, we're going to Vegas.
But you're flying the plane over there, right?
No, we're flying commercial. We're flying commercial.
Oh, okay.
We may, I'm not sure about this, we may fly it to North Carolina next hitch. My son is in the Marines and he's getting married up there.
Okay.
So we're still up in the air.
Yeah.
Depends on what my daughter does. If she's going to be riding with us, we're going to have to drive. If she's not, we'll look into it.
She doesn't want to fly with you?
I got a 4-seater plane. She's got her boyfriend. She's got her baby.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, that'd be too many. Somebody'd have to sit in the baby be in the baggage compartment
in the backpack.
Yeah.
No, put the boyfriend back there.
Oh, the boyfriend goes in the back.
Put the boyfriend back there.
That was a challenge, I guess, throughout your training was having a month here and then a month gone, a month here.
Right. And also you got to mix in there, I've got a family.
Yeah.
I can't just put 100% of my off time here and neglect everything else. Mm-hmm. Because not only do I have a family, but we've got a business also.
Yeah, you have a bunch of rent houses.
Yes, we've got rent houses.
Yeah.
So that takes away some of my time off. You know, like back in February of this year, my wife and I went on a cruise. So there was more than just a month. It was probably close to 3 months.
Oh, wow.
That I didn't fly.
Yeah.
You know, for work while I was off and then the next hitch. So close to 3 months that I went without flying. So there's other aspects, other challenges to overcome, but push through it.
And then you got to study and all that stuff.
You got to be a juggernaut.
Yeah. So when your instructor left, how'd you end up finding out about us?
I'd actually been following you on Facebook for quite some time. When you were in New Iberia, I started following you.
Oh, okay.
Well,
that's longer than we've been here for 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm a stalker.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Well, when I get my meat hooks in you, I don't let go.
Yeah, because back then we were just posting people that soloed and check rides, and we weren't doing anything else.
I think I might be mixing this up with someone. I think you had bought a Cardinal.
No, that was not me.
That wasn't.
I never bought a Cardinal. I bought a 182 RG.
That might have been it.
Okay,
it was a retractable.
Yeah,
I remember it being a retractable.
Yeah, RIP 08 Tango.
What happened?
Somebody took off with the gear handle in the up position.
Oh.
See, you worry about putting it down. And we all worried about putting it down, but don't put it up after you land.
Right.
So you got the squat switch, and it keeps it from going up. But whenever you start taking off and you start lifting that nose wheel up, then the gear's going to say, "Oh, the handle's in the up position. Let me go up."
We're in the sky.
Yeah, we're in the sky.
Dang.
So that's what happened. The nose wheel went up, and then one of the mains went up, and then he skid off the runway.
That happened to my plane.
Oh, that's what happened?
Not with me, but years ago, probably 20.
It was on a takeoff or a landing?
On a takeoff.
Okay.
The seller was telling me about it. That see, my plane was a fish spotter, they determined that they could take off with the switch up, and as soon as they come off the ground, the wheels would start folding under. And they said, "Oh, that looks cool." So they started doing it on the regular. And one guy came up and got into ground effect just a little bit, and when it settled back down, the gear had already started folding.
Oh no!
So
I've heard of people saying that.
Now it didn't. The rear, the mains didn't fold up.
It was just the nose.
The nose wheel did.
Yeah, this was an accident. It wasn't like he wasn't doing it on purpose. It was an accident, and we don't know exactly what happened as far as, you know, he could have landed and then, you know, put his flaps up and accidentally put his gear up. I don't know, you know. And this guy rented the plane regularly, so he was very familiar with the plane. It wasn't like it was his first time. Huh?
Was it an alien environment?
No, it wasn't an alien environment.
No aliens involved?
No aliens involved in this accident. He called me and said that the nose wheel collapsed. Well, it had just come out of 100 hour. Mm-hmm. So I was kind of worried that, oh, man, something happened, you know, because they didn't tighten a bolt or whatever. I don't know. And then I just kept asking questions and finally asked him where the gear handle was up. And he said, where was the gear handle? And he said it was up. Mm-hmm. And so that's got to be it. You know, right. Why would the gear handle be up if you ran off the runway, you know?
Right.
So anyway, it was, we got the insurance out there. They totaled it and
paid you a couple million.
Paid me a couple, yeah, not a couple million.
And thus Owen's flight training was formed.
Right. Now he's got 3 172s and a couple 150s and a Cirrus.
And a Cirrus. And all my years of flying, everybody always talked about, you know, put the gear down, make sure you're down and locked, down and green, you know, gumps check. Never thought that somebody would do it on a takeoff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So don't put your gear handle.
Right.
Pay attention to what you're grabbing.
Right.
When you taxi off the runway. And that's another thing that most people, or I've heard throughout the years, is that, you know, don't touch anything. I try to teach that too. Don't touch anything till you get off the runway on the taxiway. Because if you try to rush and put flaps up and gear up, you know, you might accidentally put gear up and then maybe nothing will happen right now at that moment, but then when you go running down the runway.
Right, and that's something that concerns me about a short field landing. Because
you got to throw. Yep.
Right? And
that's what Cessna says to do. Throw flaps up, max braking. And
right. So it's like, okay, flaps are over there.
Yeah.
Gear's way over here. Don't confuse them.
Yep.
I like the knob, the big old handle.
Well, and that's why I guess they make it a big old handle like that so that you don't confuse it.
Right.
Big round knob.
It's not.
And you also have to pull and then
right. You got to pull it
out and then up. So
you have to consciously do it.
Yeah.
So that plane over in India or where it was recently that.
Oh yeah, I remember.
It was
a read Boeing. Much about it. But
the 2 fuel switches were both off, and they were switches you have to pull out and flip down.
Oh,
and
so
both
that's
of
what
them
happened.
were off. Yeah, both of them were off, and there was conversation in the recording.
Yeah,
talking about why are these switches off? Did you turn these off?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So nobody knew, or they didn't. I guess they didn't answer that question in the voice recorder.
I guess not.
I mean, somebody had to do it.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, they don't just turn off.
And it's in the center, in the back.
Oh, out of the way. So
right. So it's not like you could reaching for the flaps or whatever.
Yeah.
Inadvertently. I thought that was the trim.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Somebody turned them switches off.
Yeah.
That's my notion, but what do I know? My ink's not even dry.
That's right.
What do I know?
Did you have any other struggles other than schedule when you were going through training?
One of them, as far as for habits or whatnot in flying?
Yeah. Habits or just something that was just...
Earlier on, when I turn, either way, say I'm base to final, whatever, or downwind to base. I want to pull up. I'd want to hold the nose
instead
up.
of keeping the nose down.
Right.
Yeah.
I found I had a tendency to do that. It took a few hours to break me of that habit.
I wonder why. I was just thinking right now. I wonder if that had something to do with your driving a boat.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
that's third dimension stuff.
Yeah, third dimension. That third dimension, boy.
That's third dimension stuff. We don't deal with that there.
It gets us.
I don't know. It's something about leaning in and going down.
Yeah,
didn't seem natural.
I think everybody has trouble with keeping the nose down.
Right.
Because it's you start putting in flaps, pulling the power back and putting in flaps, and that nose, you have to keep it down or you're going to stall.
Right. You're going to stall.
And it don't take much, to get the nose above the horizon. So it doesn't even have to be that much above the horizon. But so like I always tell everybody, you want to see a lot of trees, see a lot of green. We don't want to see the sky.
Right. You're leaving the sky.
Yeah.
Stop looking at her.
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
It's like an ex-girlfriend.
That's right.
Stop looking back. Stop. You leaving? Leave.
Leave. Yes.
Leave. Be gone.
We're coming down the land. We
made
look
that
down.
choice.
Yes. The same on final. They'll get slow on final, but it's usually because their nose drifts up and they're not paying attention, or they don't have it trimmed right.
Right.
Yeah.
It took me a while to realize trim was my friend.
Yeah.
I was muscling through everything.
Yeah, and these planes, because you can do that in these planes. They're just so light, and when you get to heavier planes, like I don't know if the Cutlass 2 is a little bit heavier, so it forces you to use trim more.
It has a bigger engine in the front, so it's a little more nose heavy.
Yeah,
but not enough that it brings it down. I guess the tail is lighter.
Yeah,
it's not. To me, it feels more balanced.
More balanced, so you don't. Yeah,
it doesn't climb as easily. Like if you're level, in my opinion, if you're level in a 172, you got to kind of watch it because it'll start creeping up.
Oh yeah.
In mine, it won't. It'll stay right there.
It stays where you trim it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just a
like
CG thing.
182s, you have to use a lot more trim because the nose is a little more heavy. You got a bigger engine.
Same concept.
Yeah.
Slightly bigger engine. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Of course, my ink's not even dry.
That's right.
What do I know?
Yeah, what do you know?
What do I know? I'm just a wee baby pilot. I need to get a little yellow triangle diamond says baby pilot on board. I think I might
print put that in the plane.
I might print one of those up.
Wee little baby pilot.
Baby pilot on board. I like that. I could sell those. Make $1 million. Buy a Cessna. A big one.
So that was kind of the only concept that kept messing you up throughout the training?
That was the one that was, as I recall, was the toughest to break the habit of.
Yeah.
I knew I was doing it, and I kept doing it. It's like, stop doing that.
Yeah.
I knew it was wrong. It's like, stop doing that.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt. Stupid hurts.
Yeah.
Stupid hurts.
What finally clicked about it?
I don't know. I just started looking at more trees.
Yeah.
Looking at more trees.
I think I started paying more attention to my airspeed. And when I did that, I started realizing that was costing me airspeed to be doing it. And because I'm paying more attention to my airspeed, I'm not trying to lose airspeed.
You were planning on getting an airplane, I guess, once you started flying, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Even before I came here, I'd looked at a Sundowner.
Okay.
And I was quite serious about buying that plane.
Yeah.
Quite serious. And then the lessons stopped and it was like, well, don't need that.
Guess I don't need that airplane.
I don't need that. So.
Do you plan on upgrading to a bigger plane at some point, or are you just going to stick with the...
Oh, I've got shiny object syndrome to the max. To the max.
So, yes, the answer is yes.
Yes, very much so.
So, when you get in your jet?
I think I'm going to visit a Diamond first.
Okay.
A DA50, maybe a 60. I don't know. They're diesel.
The Cirrus jet you were going to get, right? The Vision jet?
The Vision jet.
I don't know about all that. That's a little bougie. A little bougie for my taste. I'll stick with the DA-62.
Well, you wanted me to get one, but it's better if you get one.
Yeah, that's better for you. You can make money with that. Me, it'd be a liability for me. It'd be a financial liability. The DA-62 would.
Well, I tell you what. You know what? If you buy it, I'll fly it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good deal for you.
Yeah.
You know what's better than owning a boat? Having a friend that owns a boat.
Yes, that's right.
You know what's better than owning a Vision? Letting Greg buy it.
That's right. Letting Greg buy it.
I mentioned diamonds. They're pretty nice too.
Yeah.
They've got the back seat is on the big ones. 3 seats.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So it's nice and wide. And the Vision jet also has 3 seats back there.
I've never flown a Diamond. I don't think I've flown
Me either.
Diamond.
Me either.
Yeah.
Honestly, realistically, if I were to have my preference, I'd want a high wing twin.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. A high wing twin. They just look cool. Island hopping type.
You should get you, like a twin otter.
Okay. Yeah. Again.
Seaplane.
Okay.
Get you a boat plane.
Yeah, a boat plane.
Twin engine high wing boat plane. Right. Then the company I work for.
Well, I'll come fly the twin otter for you. I gotta get rated though. I'm not seaplane rated. Yeah. Oh, I did take some sailing lessons. Yeah, back in on a trip with my wife to San Diego. I had nothing to do, so they had a dock with some sailboats, and I went down there and got me an instructor, and we went sailing.
That's cool. I almost bought a sailboat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I was gonna go the next day, but it was too windy, so they closed down the dock.
That doesn't make you go faster?
I thought it would. I didn't even think it was that windy, but I walked.
That's like saying I was going to drive my car, but it had too much fuel.
Yeah, that's right.
The gas tank was on full. I couldn't go anywhere.
I walked down to the dock, and they said closed because of weather, and I was thinking it's clear. It's just a little windy. That's it.
Just reef in that sail.
Yeah.
Good. Don't put so much out.
The funny part of that, we were staying she went to some conference, and we were staying at, it was like some resort or whatever, and I didn't tell her I was going to go sailing. I just went and did it. And so I'm out there with the instructor sailing. She comes out for lunch on the back patio of the conference and sees a sailboat and then sees me out there just sailing away.
Man, God did dumb.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at that couillon out there.
Yeah.
I've got an offshore fishing boat.
Yeah.
Prior to that, I was considering a sailboat before I got into the flying thing. That could be fun. Problem with that is you got to have months to plan to go somewhere. Because I'm not talking about I just want to sail around on Lake Poulard.
Oh, yeah, you want to go, yeah.
I'm going to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
That's where the diving's at.
Well, I know some people, or I've talked to some people who buy a sailboat, but then they live on it.
Right.
And they'll have it docked somewhere, and then they'll just live on it.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to work. I don't want to have to work.
I want to have to go out there and fix up the boat.
I'm not planning to go to the boat for 4 weeks and then have to come back and then go back and clean the boat. And then enjoy it for a few minutes and then leave the boat and go to work. And
you don't want another job.
Right. It's another job.
Yeah.
I'm also, something you didn't mention, I'm a scuba instructor.
I don't think I knew that.
I'm a scuba instructor, a PADI certified scuba instructor. I'm not active because I haven't done it in forever. Yeah. I'm a fully certified cave diver.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been diving since 1998.
I always wanted to dive.
It's a good time.
Flight Tales, woo-woo.
If you've made it this far, you've listened to the entire episode. And for that, we would just like to say thank you, and we hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about today's episode or suggestions for future episodes, just leave a comment or message us, and we'll do our best to answer. If you'd like to check out some fun aviation videos, check out our YouTube channel at Owens Flight Training. Or if you'd like to get more information on becoming a safe, knowledgeable, and confident pilot, just head over to our website, owensflighttraining.com.